This episode is brought to you by Temptations Cat Treats. Your cat will come running for the perfectly irresistible Temptations Creamy Puree and Temptations Lickable Spoon Cat Treats. The best time to feed lickable cat treats to your cat is anytime. Feed by hand for a playful moment, in a bowl for a creamy treat, or as a topper to make mealtime fun. Visit TemptationsTreats.com to learn more.
Welcome to May. This is your last chance to get out there before the temperatures top 100. So today on CityCast Las Vegas, we're rounding up the best tips and events for you to maximize your month. I'm with Giselle D'Souza, founder of Nothing to Do LV Eats, and my co-host David Figler, and this is your guide to May. It's Thursday, May 1st. I'm Sarah Lohman, and here's what Las Vegas is talking about. Hi, David. Hi, Giselle.
Hey there.
Hi. Hey, Sarah.
Good to have you both. Listen, I just want to take a minute before we get into it to talk about membership.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing our big membership drive. It's $10 a month. It's $100 a year. You save a little money by signing up for a year. And with that $10 a month, you get ad-free listening, my favorite part. You're going to get a weekly events roundup just for you members. So if you really like this episode, you will love that feature. And you're just going to get all kinds of freebies, deals, and insider information about your city. So if you're interested, go to membership.citycast.fm to check out the details and sign on up. So welcome to May, everybody. We've got some minor May holidays coming up. Mother's Day, Memorial Day, May the 4th, any other beginning holidays. What are you all up to this month?
Yeah. So actually, May is one of my favorite months because it's just,
The
weather's perfect for swimming, for barbecuing before it hits like you said, 100 degrees in June. And then, it gets even crazier in July. So you have a good few weeks in May for hanging out with your family, enjoying the weather outside, going to Springs Preserve, parks. Also, May is the beginning of strawberry season. And I love strawberries.
Oh, where do you get a good strawberry around here?
Yeah, so I actually go to the downtown Summerlin Farmers Market a lot because it's the closest one to my house. But there's a lot of different farmers markets in Las Vegas, and they're really good about having the fresh produce that's like in season. So I usually go to the downtown Summerlin one. I grab some fresh strawberries, and I make myself some chocolate-covered strawberries in May.
Oh, yum. Yum, yum.
Gosh. And these are strawberries that really taste like strawberries, not like the water. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You
my
get the ones from the
gosh.
grocery store, they taste like nothing.
No, these are plump and juicy and delicious. I mean, I can't speak for every farmer's market, but I'm thinking, they're pretty fresh.
Giselle, what days is the Summerlin Farmers Market on?
So actually, the Summerlin one is every Saturday in downtown Summerlin.
Okay.
But I can't remember the name of the company that puts that one on. They have 2 or 3 around town, but that specific one in downtown Summerlin is every Saturday. So you will catch me there every Saturday.
Okay. Hovering over the strawberries. That's good to know.
Yeah, and Sarah, I know you're a ardent backyard farmer.
Learning.
Well, I will tell you that strawberries do pretty well out here. We've had them in past years, and they've come out nice and juicy. And I would recommend looking into when you're supposed to put those in the ground if it's not too late.
I mean, that's my problem. I have trouble getting cold weather stuff in the ground early enough before it gets fried. So this year, I'm kind of committed to planting seeds from Mantis. Mantis is based out of Joshua Tree, and the garden there is curated heat-tolerant plants, basically from around the world, but ones that will survive in our high desert. I just, I travel a lot, and I feel like I need some really hardy stuff to survive my lifestyle, David. You know what I mean?
Low maintenance garden. Yeah.
Low maintenance garden that's going to be happy there as long as I'm giving it water.
Yeah.
All right. So what are some other experiences or things we should do or go or buy this month? Can I just say, I'm thinking about the Kentucky Derby. It's May 3rd. It's always the first Saturday in May. It is my favorite sporting event because it is the most exciting 2 minutes in sports. It is a minimal commitment of your life. There's no fantasy league. There's no season. There's this race, and then if you want to go for it, there's 2 more. for the Triple Crown.
You got to find a good hat and someone who makes a decent mint julep, though. That's a lot of work.
I make a mean mint julep. So there's half your problem right there solved. Well, or yes, the hats, the dressing up is fun. I was looking around because other than Churchill Downs itself, being in Kentucky, Vegas is a great place to celebrate the Derby. And Circa is actually hosting 3 different Derby parties. They're doing one at the Legacy Club, high up, high class, amazing view. They're doing one at Sportsbook, all the way down in their biggest sportsbook in Las Vegas, which is also a party. And then they're also hosting a party at Stadium Swim. So you could totally Derby to whatever your vibe is. And I sort of love that concept. Have you all heard of any other Derby parties coming up?
I've actually never been to any of the Kentucky Derby parties, and I'm really glad that you're telling me all of this because
it's fun.
Yeah, I want to check it out this month.
See, now
it's really fun.
This hits my crazy nostalgia because when I was a kid, there used to be dedicated horse racing parlors all over the Strip and elsewhere. And my dad was a huge horse racing fan, and we would go celebrate with all the other degenerate horse bettors in these little spots. They were dirty little spots, but it was always a fun time. And Kentucky Derby, he never got right. He's like, I should have bet the field because you could bet a bunch of horses who aren't the top. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never gone to Derby party other than one in my own home. I've won the pool a couple times, just the friendly gambling pool. I did bid on American Pharoah at the Belmont Stakes when American Pharoah won the Triple Crown. And so I just bet $1 to have the ticket stub, which was really fun. So I've been to some of the races. What about you, David? What are you getting up to this month?
Well, I really applaud your optimism of it not hitting 100 until June.
We'll see.
Mean, we really are off to a rough start and, climate change, all that good stuff. But I'm holding out hope. So, I am cautiously outdoors typically in May. I will hit the last of the yard sales, like Giselle, the barbecues. It is literally the only month you could get me out on Lake Mead because it just gets way too hot to be on a boat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I do prefer the more contained, shaded things. So, I love 2 events.
You're an indoor cat.
Yeah, I am to an extent. Well, I know that there's 2 groups of people that come to Vegas in May for the music. One are the punk rockers for Punk Rock Bowling, which happens on the 25th to 26th. Yep. And then it's a whole month of EDC. And while I don't go for EDC music, and I am excited about some of the people who are going to be at Punk Rock Bowling, especially the Damned. I've always wanted to see the Damned, so we'll see. I just love the parades through town of these 2 groups, especially when they interact. Sometimes they show up over at the Punk Rock Museum together for whatever reason. It's a draw for both groups. And I just love seeing their music cultures celebrated in our town. Plus the costuming, I'm going to call it costumes. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I was going to say they're very decorative, dressed up groups
for both
as well.
Groups.
They've got signature styles.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's fun for me, is just to kind of be inside somewhere where it's nice and cool, even on the deck of the Punk Rock Museum at the Triple Down bar, and just watch life's rich pageant.
Still haven't been to the Triple Down. It sounds like good people watching.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Giselle, what about you?
Yeah, so actually one event that I look forward to every month, but I'm really excited about during May because the weather, is First Friday. And at First Friday, there is my favorite event. It's the First Friday Dance Battle. It's at Ninja Karaoke, and that's on May 2nd. And then another really big event that I look forward to in May is UNL Vino. And this is an event put on by the UNLV Hospitality College. It is at the Thomas and Mack Center, and it's for such a good cause. The money raised goes to help college students that are in the hospitality program. So yeah, those are 2 of the big May events that I look forward to. But if I have to say one more May event, of course, as you know, I work at the Neon Museum. So I have to tell you about this amazing book signing that we're having there called Roger Thomas Book Signing. And it's an author talk. And so essentially Roger Thomas is, he is the interior designer for Wynn and Encore and Bellagio. And he's having a book signing at the Neon Museum on May 10th. And it is his first public author talk and book signing. So those 3 events are the ones that I'm probably most looking forward to in May.
Yeah, I absolutely love it when old Vegas characters not only put books out, but then do talks about the books. I'm just a junkie for that.
Oh, yeah. Love it.
Of course.
Ready to win Mother's Day as the best gift giver in the family? Give the moms in your life an Aura digital picture frame preloaded with decades of family photos. Aura frames, they've been named the best digital photo frame by Wirecutter, and it is easy to see why. We love ours with its unlimited storage, and it is so simple to set up. I did it on my phone, and it took less than 2 minutes. My significant other and I started uploading silly photos of each other to our Aura, and we wait for the other person to notice. I just popped up this morning in the world's ugliest Mardi Gras mask. It brought back so many fun memories, but my turn is coming up. So if you want in on the fun, Aura has a great deal for Mother's Day. For a limited time, listeners can save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off plus free shipping on their best-selling Carver matte frame. That's auraframes.com, promo code CityCast. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, it's Sarah Lohman. If you love CityCast Las Vegas, I've got a great way for you to get even more out of it. Become a CityCast Las Vegas neighbor. Neighbor is the new name for the CityCast Las Vegas membership program. When you become a neighbor, you're supporting our work and unlocking benefits that make being a part of this amazing city even more fun. Like access to our exclusive member-only events, insider tours, outdoor meetups, and happy hours with other neighbors who love Las Vegas like you do. Plus, every Monday, we'll send you an exclusive curated list of the best things happening in town, so you're always in the know. You'll also get ad-free episodes and a special feed, a thank you on air, and even a chance to shout out your favorite local business or nonprofit. Oh, and if you join this week, we'll send you a coffee mug. It's got our brand new CityCast Las Vegas neighbor logo on it. That's our way of saying thanks and, making our morning chats feel even more neighborly. So head over to membership.citycast.fm today to become a CityCast Las Vegas neighbor. That's membership.citycast.fm. Hey locals, check out Slater's 50/50. It is a non-smoking, family-friendly sports bar that was voted best of Las Vegas for their tasty burgers. They also have 50 craft beers on draft. Slater's 50/50 has a ton of fun events coming up in May. May 1st, they're featuring $1 beers for locals. For Mother's Day weekend, you can treat your mom to brunch and a candle-making class with floral fragrances, dried flowers, and crystals. There's trivia every week, too. May 20th and 21st will feature Las Vegas history questions. And I'm going to show up and try to beat you all. Lastly, don't miss National Burger Day on May 28th. If you order any regular price burger, you'll get a $10 gift card to use towards your next visit. Slater's 50/50 has 2 locations, one on the west side on Lake Mead in Buffalo, and one on the south side on Silverado Ranch in Bermuda. And it's locally owned by a UNLV grad. Visit your nearest Slater's 50/50 or head to Slaters5050lasvegas.com to reserve your spot for these special events. Hey, it's Sarah. I'm popping back in to remind you we're in the middle of our spring membership campaign. Listen, if you've been on the fence about joining, we do hope you'll come on board because we do have a special surprise for you, a really cute little mug. Each time we do a campaign, we come up with a special offering, like some kind of thank you for the people who signed up. And this time it's this white bistro mug that has our logo on it. We chose this mug because we wanted to feel like we're sitting across the kitchen table from you. And probably for a lot of you, we are. You're turning us on first thing in the morning to hear about what's going on in your city. This show is designed to bring us closer together. So you can get this mug and become one of the CityCast Las Vegas neighbors supporting this show by going to membership.citycast.fm. That's membership.citycast.fm. Thank you. All right. Well, I'm already hungry for chocolate-covered strawberries, but what else are we eating this month? What about you, David?
Well, you know me, I love my arts district, and it is just bustling constantly to the point where, places, I used to know all the places that were on the horizon, and now when I walk around, I'll just when did this open up and what is this? And then I'll go in and explore. So I've gotten a little bit better at the coming soon regiment, and there are 3 coming soons that I think are pretty much set to go in May. So the 3 that I'm looking forward to are, in no particular order, the relocation of Holstein's from the Cosmopolitan to right next door to Main Street Provisions on Main Street.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of the burger/boozy milkshake place, right?
Okay.
And, while Holstein's, when it first came to the Cosmo, everybody was like pretty gaga about the hamburgers. I'm going to say there's a lot of competition downtown for good hamburgers now between Yukon and Hard Hat, Nevada Brew Works, Bar Bohème. There are a lot of good burgers down there, so Holstein hopefully will be up to snuff, but I am looking forward to seeing what they do with that space. The other two, one's a drinkery. Actually, they're both drinkeries. The Doberman, which is in the old Artifice space, which is going to be run by Corner Bar Management, the folks who bring you the Commonwealth and Park on Fremont and a bunch of others. They have repurposed that spot. Initially, it was going to be a members only, but I think they rethought that. They are going to have a membership model there. However, us common folk will be allowed to go in too. We just don't get the priority, I guess, or the VIP area. But I'm sure it's well acquainted and it'll be very pretty in there and another good spot. And the last one is Nocturno, which is brought to you by the good folks at Milpa, which we have talked about a lot on DJ Flores, who's a chef at Milpa, a real homegrown talent. Born and raised in Vegas, came through the strip restaurants. James Beard Award semifinalist. So awesome. He's bringing on Lou Lopez, who's a pretty much star mixologist of his own right. He oversaw the cocktail programs over at the Venetian. They're going to be doing reservation-only seating. I don't know that that's going to last. It's definitely an interesting choice. But
I love it.
It's in the old market.
I love being able to make a reservation. I just need to complain for a second. I'm in New York City and everything's a 45-minute wait because everything's on TikTok nowadays and there's no reservations and everyone just waits in a line. And it's my least favorite part about being here. And I love you, Las Vegas. I can't wait to be back in here.
Right. It is a smaller space. It's the old garden where they were doing the drag brunches. And before that, it was called Mingo's. So it hasn't really succeeded over there. It's kind of tucked away in that little corner that's across from like Bungalow. It's on the north side of Charleston, not on the Arts District side, but that's the part that's burgeoning. So those three I'm really looking forward to, figuring out what they got to drink and if there's some eats there, whatever, just new spots. Love it. Love the vitality and the vibrancy of that area, which is, my neighborhood.
Yeah. David, we still got to get over to Le Petit Bohème too, to the new spot.
No, we've been to Le Petit Bohème. We need to get to Bar Bohème, the restaurant.
Yes.
Bar Bohème.
And actually, I just went to Bar Bohème a few weeks ago. And
what?
Oh my goodness.
How was it?
It was amazing. Oh my gosh, it was so good. And what's crazy is Chef James Trees happened to be there. And he was so sweet. He was walking around to every table. He came and said hi to us. And then he gave us a tour of the kitchen. Oh my gosh, it was so exciting. It was so exciting. The food was all amazing. The pate
What did you eat?
The pate. I had the pate. Oh my gosh, so good. You had the scallops, like these 4 thick, juicy scallops with like a crema sauce. Oh my God, everything on the menu was so good that we tried. Like, highly recommend.
Love it.
Save up too, because I hear it's not cheapy.
It's a little pricey, but I will say it was worth the price. It was worth the wait. It was definitely amazing. And also all those places you named in the Arts District that are coming up near the Arts Factory area. So amazing, especially during First Friday. I mean, people can go in and out of those places. I'm really excited for the Doberman. And Chef DJ Flores is like one of my favorites. So those were all great recommendations. Also, because Mother's Day is coming up, we have, there's some like places I just wanted to name around town that I know will probably do some fun Mother's Day things. Like Winnie and Ethel's is probably going to have a great brunch in downtown for Mother's Day. If you're in another part of town, I know Americana in Summerlin, they have that beautiful restaurant by the lake. Like they're going to do something really fun for Mother's Day. Ada's, speaking of Chef James Trees, I'm sure Ada's is going to do something really fun at Tivoli for Mother's Day. So these are just some other restaurants I was thinking. Yeah, some ideas. Or also if you're in Henderson and you want to take your mom somewhere really beautiful, Cantina Tequila is really fun and very aesthetic. And the food is really good too over there. So some options.
And I think a lot of people's moms like wine, so Ada's or tequila.
Right.
Get mom a drink. She deserves it.
Get her buzzed.
Can I just mention Get her buzz. Mom deserves it. Can I just mention something I discovered that really blew my mind? Okay, so Juan's Flaming Fajitas down on Water Street.
Yes.
So there's a lot of bars down on Water Street. There's not a ton of restaurants, particularly on that end of Water Street. They will deliver food to you within like a full 2-block radius. So they've posted QR codes on the walls of all the bars, Goldmine, Mojave, Love Lady. You can order there and they bring it to you, or you can go down to Juan's, order it in person, and literally a person just walks it over to you and finds you. It's incredible.
Oh my God. I love that. That's such a great tip.
That's like getting Yukon over at Hunter's Tavern. Just different level.
Yes.
A little more elevated.
Different level. They bring it to you. This is no middleman delivery. It feels so hyper local. Oh my God. And you know what I had? I had a chili relleno burrito.
Yum.
It was so perfectly what I wanted. 2 cheesy deep fried chili rellenos wrapped in a soft burrito. Incroyable.
Yeah.
You're mixing languages.
Oh, so good. But actually my pick, I have to shout out some things because I haven't talked about it extensively on air, but I'm in the middle of working on a book about ice cream, the history of ice cream. And I'm actually, now that it's May, people got ice cream on the mind, man. Like I'm doing 2 events this May that are ice cream related. The first one is tonight. So CityCast Las Vegas is partnering with the Uncommons. The Uncommons. Yeah, it's got the salt and straw in there. It's got the wino, right?
That really cool sandwich shop.
Todo Bien.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Todo Bien. Yep. So they've got that beautiful courtyard space. So they're hosting a ton of live events this month. And one of them is a live podcast recording. It's going to be all about the history of ice cream. Yes, there is ice cream. David, too bad, so sad you're not going to be there. I'm going to miss you, buddy.
Yeah, but you got a good replacement for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to be interviewed by Andrew Corrali.
The best.
So it's going to be a good time, and it's totally, totally free. And then the other quick event I wanted to plug is May 10th and 11th is the Henderson Art Festival, which so fun. So many food and drink vendors on Water Street Plaza. Tons of hands-on art demos for kids and adults. It's such a great festival, and I'm going to be doing an ice cream making demo with a historical ice cream maker. It's going to be hands-on. And we're going to be recreating a flavor I found in a 1930s Las Vegas newspaper. I haven't decided which one yet. It's either going to be like an almond toffee coconut or a peppermint stick ice cream, but they're both like recipes from Vegas in the 30s. And you'll get to try some if you're around at the right time. So I don't actually know what time I'm doing the demo. We're going to link to these things in the show notes. Please check the websites and hopefully you'll catch up with me. And David, I'm not the only one that's going to be at a live podcast event this month. You, too, are doing a live broadcast of CityCast Las Vegas, right?
Yeah, 2025 has been my year of public performances. And, we're doing another CityCast Live podcast. And this one's going to be from a very special place, the Rita Dennon Abbey Museum.
Oh, yeah.
That's happening on May 22nd. It should be a very vibrant and interesting conversation. It will clearly be arts related, but she was a local-based, internationally renowned artist who has gathered all her works on her property, and I'm going to tell you, museum-quality home. It really is a treat to go out there, and they allow people to go out there all year long. You could buy tickets and stuff, but this will be a real great way for you to experience the museum and hearing our podcast.
What's the date on that again?
May 22nd.
And it's free?
It's free. CityCast gives it to y'all for free.
Yay!
But we do love members, too. Like, not going to say we don't. We've been talking a lot about that.
But we love to give. Giselle, what is your one do not miss event this month?
Ooh, okay. One. Whew. Can I give you 2?
Yeah,
we like you, so yes.
I'll allow it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so actually 2 events that I really think that people should check out this month. One is the jam session at the Ferguson downtown. It's on May 18th. A lot of local artists get together and they come, they jam, they hang out. So highly recommend checking that out if you're in that downtown area. And then a show that I recently saw that I have to mention because they have extended it until May 10th is the I'm Gonna Marry You, Tobey Maguire at the Majestic.
I'm so glad they extended it.
My gosh.
Wasn't able to sneak in. Yeah.
Please go watch it. Like, literally, I was laughing the entire time. Such a fun show. Great production. Like I said, it's at the Majestic in the Arts District until May 10th. So, get your tickets.
Okay. You've sold me on it, Giselle. I have to go. I'm going to make the effort.
Yes, please.
Well, it's always like if it's happening at Majestic or Vegas Theater Company, or if Public Fit's involved, there's going to be great theater. If it's happening over at the Beverly, it's going to be great movies. The Beverly for May 4th, may the 4th be with you, like Kip Kelly says, might be a little on the nose, but they're showing the original Star Wars.
Oh, cool. I bet there'll be costumes.
I can't imagine there won't be costumes. Yes.
All right. Well, I'm going to wrap us with something kind of nerdy, and I'm sorry that I have to toot my own horn again, but there are actually 3 different events you can see me at this May.
Oh my gosh, you're such a tutor.
All over the place.
I am everywhere. And this one's really different. So I am doing a reading of new works with some of Las Vegas's heavy literary hitters. The event is called Joyous Just Dreaming. It's Thursday, May 8th at the Charleston Heights Arts Center, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. So all of the new works are about like female family and female lineage and ancestry. And I'm going to be doing a reading of a new work that's actually a memoir about my own family. And I guess, spoiler alert, finding out that my grandmother was a Black woman who crossed over and sort of the fallout for that. And Vogue Robinson, pod favorite, former co-host. She's also going to be reading new work there. Former poet laureate of Clark County.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I'm talking about. So it's going to be a packed stage. It is also free. Free.
Yay, free.
Yay, free.
Yay, free.
All right. May. Okay. Whereas the events usually start winding down for May, I feel like this is a really good plan. I've got a lot of stuff to look forward to. So thank you so much, David and Giselle.
Thank you,
Absolute
Sarah.
Pleasure. We'll see you in the streets of May.
All right. And before you go, we have to remind you, if you love what we do here at CityCast Las Vegas, the best way to support us is by becoming a member. If you enjoy our monthly events guides, then you need to sign up, because every Monday you're going to get an exclusive roundup of events just for members. This is the last couple days of our campaign and the last chance to get our really, really cute CityCast Las Vegas mug. If you want to sign up, you're going to go to membership.citycast.fm. And that's all for today here on CityCast Las Vegas. If you enjoyed the show, why not tell a friend? You can send them this episode and make some amazing plans for the month. Rate our show and leave us a review where you get your pods, and subscribe to our morning newsletter, Hey Las Vegas, for more great events. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more news from around the city. Take care.